Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, let's continue to talk about Messi and Inter Miami, because there has been a reporter that did claim this: Messi to Inter Miami is advancing in silence. Messi wants Barcelona, but that's becoming complicated due to the lack of guarantees. The option of Inter Miami does not stop growing, although it isn't yet fully closed due to Messi's desire to join FC Barcelona. Now, here's what gets very crazy, right? I never thought in my life that we would see Messi join Inter Miami, and especially at the age of 36 years old. I probably would have thought that Messi could join this team at 39 or 40 years old, because regardless, whatever age he ends up being, whether it's 38, 39 or 40, it's going to be huge for the MLS, which is why I still thought that Messi was going to be joining Barcelona and that Inter Miami and Saudi Arabia was never an option. But right now it seems like Inter Miami is a real option, and Inter Miami are also in a way combating against Saudi Arabia's offer. And what is Inter Miami offering? And this is going to be the reason why I am making this video, is because I want you guys to understand what exactly this MLS club is giving out to Messi and why they could be a real option for Lionel Messi. And so a lot of this is going to be based on what the Athletic did, right? And so all credit does go to the Athletic staff. So one of the stakeholders from the MLS did say this: the league has gotten very creative with all of this regarding the Messi to the MLS rumors. And he continues to say that everything is on the table, meaning that the MLS and Inter Miami are willing to give Messi so much more than just a high salary. And it's going to be regarding a deal with Apple, a deal with Adidas, and a deal with buying a percentage of a franchise in the MLS. Those are going to be the three things and the three benefits that Inter Miami and basically MLS as a whole do have to offer to Messi. And so let's go into greater detail regarding the deal with Apple. It has been said, according to multiple sources, that the MLS and Apple are willing to offer Messi a share of the revenue generated by the new subscribers from the MLS season pass. This is something that MLS and Apple have created. They're like, hey, let's start our own streaming service where people can pay us yearly to watch the MLS. And as you guys can you imagine Messi in the MLS? Do you know how many like new people would come into the MLS and say, let's buy the season pass because Messi is there? So that is what basically the MLS and Apple are saying. They're like, okay, whatever new subscribers we do get from signing you, Messi, we will give you a percentage of that. And you know what's so interesting? On Twitter, Apple did say something. They were like, we're going to mention Messi, we're going to mention Argentina, PSG, and FC Barcelona, something like that on Twitter. And that was basically referencing that the new documentary that they're building on Apple TV Plus that is going to be regarding Messi's 5 World Cup appearances. So it's almost like Inter Miami and the MLS are teasing what they could do with this player. And of course, it probably has nothing to do with the signing of Messi and how it could happen in the next 24 hours. But again, it's very interesting that they're releasing this around this time. So that is the first benefit. Let's move on towards benefit number 2, which is again the Adidas deal. Now you guys know that there has been a very long-term relationship between Adidas and Messi. They have been together since like Messi was 20 years old or 19 years old. So on this one, Messi is being offered a profit-sharing agreement with the sportswear giant, which basically means it would involve the player receiving a cut of any increase in Adidas profits resulting from his involvements in the MLS. And this is again according to the Athletic. All of the information is coming through this source here. So again, I want to give all credit towards the staff writing this down. So it's basically the MLS saying, hey, look, if you join us and you join our league and you join Inter Miami, which is one of our clubs, whatever shirts we do sell, we will give you a percentage of that. And again, can you imagine, right, the amount of people across the United States going to their nearest soccer pro or like their nearest jersey selling store, and they go on and they go buy the new jersey for Inter Miami that has the name Messi on the back of it. Many people would buy that. And again, a portion of that revenue would go to Messi. And then the last benefit that the MLS and Inter Miami are willing to offer to Messi is going to be this: a percentage of the MLS team, or a new MLS team, very similar to what the MLS did offer to David Beckham when he joined LA Galaxy. And we all know what happened a few years after David Beckham did retire. He did purchase an MLS expansion team for around $25 million. Messi can do the exact same thing if he wanted to, because now David Beckham is building his own club. Not only did he say that he wants to build a team, but he wants to create a brand. And of course, in the future, if you do it correctly, you can build something monumental that could be worth billions. And Messi, of course, has the exact same opportunity. So for example, Messi could buy, let's say, 5 to 10% of Atlanta United, or 5 to 10% of LA Galaxy, or he can create his own team in the MLS, like let's say, for example, San Francisco United or Connecticut FC. Again, these are just examples, but you guys know what I mean. These are going to be the three benefits coming from the MLS and Inter Miami. It's very attracting because this can greatly combat what Saudi Arabia do have to offer Al Hilal, which is 2 billion euros in total, combining the amount of wages he's going to be earning and also the commercial deals. And so knowing all of this, right, isn't it just so sad to see that Barcelona are just sitting on the side and the only thing and the best thing they can offer Messi is 13 million euros a season for 2 years? Like, it sounds so sad now thinking about this, right? Because we as Barcelona fans, we want to see Messi back at this club. But here's going to be another thing that I want to get out of my chest, right? Off of my chest. If Messi does not end up coming to Barcelona, I'm not going to really care. Like, yes, I would love to see Messi have his last dance at this club, but if he does not come, it's not going to be the end of the world. I'm still a huge believer in this team. I'm a Barcelona supporter first and then a Messi supporter. I'm always going to place Barcelona above Messi, no matter what. If Barcelona cannot sign Messi for whatever reason, if it's Messi saying, I want to go to Inter Miami because I love the benefits, or he wants to go to Saudi Arabia because he's going to get paid more, then so be it. Let him go to that other club, and us, Barcelona, we will focus on ourselves and reinforce different areas in our squad. Like, if we don't sign Messi, we should go all in for players like Kimmich. We should go all in for players like Vitor. We should go all in for players like maybe Kylian Mbappe in 2025. We build a strong team, right? Put those resources that you were going to put on Messi into different players, because I do think that this team that we have currently, and then after making a couple of tweaks by strengthening the squad, we can do real damage next season. I have no problem not having Messi in this squad. We are still very competitive. This is a young team, right? A team that inspires to be the best. And the fact that we're only 40% of what we could be, and we have already won La Liga, can you imagine what we could do in about 1 year, or maybe even next season? And so those are going to be my quick thoughts regarding if Messi does not come to Barcelona. Again, I'm not going to mind if he does not come. I just really don't care at the end of the day. It's very exciting if he does return. Of course, I'm gonna support Barcelona and Messi and cheer every time he's on the field wearing the Barcelona shirt. But if he doesn't come, it's not the end of the world. I'm a big believer in what Xavi is building and his project. And that's also going to be the conclusion regarding Inter Miami and what they have to offer to Messi. Again, it's very interesting details. And again, I want to thank The Athletic for bringing all of this great information in.